Hello again.
Hello, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Today is September 5th, and the topic is focus on what is yours alone. Okay. Epictetus says, "Remember then, if you deem what is by nature slavish to be free, and what is not your own to be yours, you will be shackled and miserable, blaming both gods and other people. But if you deem as your own only what is yours, and what belongs to others as truly not yours, then no one will ever be able to coerce or to stop you. You will find no one to blame or accuse. You will do nothing against your will. You will have no enemy. No one will harm you, because no harm can affect you."
What do you have?
This one is big. I was hoping that I was going to stumble across something in here that explained how your life is different if you focus on the stuff that you can control versus the stuff that you can't control. And it's so subtle because the things I can control and the things I can't control, they're right next to each other. And my brain will always pick up on the things I can't control. So like, for example, my brain will spend a lot of time thinking about what other people are saying and doing. And then I'll be like, wait, this is not relevant to me. This is like literally like, not only am I, it's like bad in a couple of ways, which I'm having a hard time like finding the words to articulate here. And so I love that he articulated it, because he's like, if you pay attention to what is yours and your own, that means my point of view, my behavior, the words that I say, all of that is 100% up to me. It doesn't matter what situation I'm in, if somebody, what something somebody else is doing, saying, etc. And so often my brain is like, well, this other person is behaving in a way or doing something that I don't like. And meanwhile, when my brain is doing that, I'm not paying attention to the things that are in my control that would help me make this situation better. So I'm pretty much guaranteeing that I'm going to stay stuck in this rabbit hole of just shittiness because I'm constantly thinking about things that are not my business. They're other people's business.
But but maybe it's like, why are we interested in that? Because it is about us.
Because they're right next to each other. It's like somebody says something.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like somebody says something,
and then I have to say something back.
Yeah,
so it's this intertwining thing of like, well, you're saying this and I'm reacting to it, and now I have to say something back. But the problem is that my brain has learned to spend more time and attention on what the other person has said rather than what am I going to do about it. The what am I going to do about this is a much more assertive place to be. And calm too, because now I don't feel like I can just be easily manipulated by whatever somebody else wants from me. Because if I'm always worried about everyone else, I'm not fortifying myself, strengthening myself to be like a good actor in these situations. And so therefore I'm thinking about they want this from me, they want this, oh, okay, I guess I have to give it to them. Now I'm feeling resentful about them, I don't like them that much, I start to blame them, and I start to be like, ew, I don't like you because you did this to me. Like it turns into this whole thing rather than like, no, like let that person be manipulative, whatever the fuck they want to be. And like, I am my own person coming to this situation, and I now get to decide how I engage here. And that's on me to say I'm getting swept away in your manipulative vibe. And it's also on me to say I'm outie. And every time I go along with them, I'm not building myself up to be the kind of person who can do that other thing, who can like stay strong and be assertive and basically reap the benefits of what he's talking about. He's saying if you do this, no one will ever be able to coerce or stop you. You will find no blame or accuse. You will do nothing against your will. You will have no enemy. No one will harm you because no harm can affect you.
That's good. I don't have anything to add to that. That's great.
You want to read Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
Ryan says, after Captain James Stockdale was shot down over Vietnam, he endured 7.5 years in various prison camps. He was subjected to brutal torture, but always struggled to resist. Once, when his captors intended to force him to appear in a propaganda video, he purposefully and severely injured himself to make that impossible. When Stockdale's plane was hit, he told himself that he was entering the world of Epictetus. He didn't mean that he was attending a philosophy seminar. He knew what he was to face when he crash landed. He knew it wouldn't be easy to survive. Interviewed by Jim Collins for the business classic Good to Great, Stockdale explained there was one group that had the most trouble in prison. It was the optimists, he said. The ones who said, we're going to be out by Christmas. And Christmas would come and Christmas would go. Then they'd say, we're going to be out by Easter. And Easter would come and Easter would go. And then Thanksgiving, and then it would be Christmas again. And they died of a broken heart. But Stockdale persevered and did make it out. He quenched his desires and focused exclusively on what he did control, himself.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. It's just so like they died of shame or they died of a broken heart or something, but what did they really die of, right? Like not many people die of broken heart or like disappointment especially after 1 year. Like, hey, I'm waiting for something, it didn't happen. Waiting for something, it didn't happen. It's like more of a moral story then or something? Or?
Yeah, I don't think I don't know how serious he's being there. I think his point is just that it's not good.
Imagining these people being in some place.
I think his point is just like, it's not good for you. It's not good for you to be sitting there and all of your attention and mental energies are on that.
Totally get that. Yeah. It's just, the story is just like, wait, what? Yeah, it's just like this, almost distracting a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, this is a very big lesson. It's like not one to just like, oh, well, like, hopefully by osmosis I get some of this. It's like, no, like this is like something in like literally every internal monologue that I have is like, it needs to be on this like thing of like, am I focusing right now on something that I can control or something that is somebody else? And if it's somebody else, it's like, it's hurting me to have that thought.
And so how do you make yourself do that?
It starts with awareness of like paying attention to what I'm thinking about and being more active about that. And then I think from that awareness, like I'm already aligned with this material. So the awareness now lets me interject different scripts or like, break basically the habit of thinking one way over another. Because a habit is automatic. So by definition, a habit is something that I'm not aware of. So now the first step is I need to become aware of it. And I'm clear on the type of person that I want to become. So once I become aware of it, that awareness will naturally guide me towards that identity of the person I'm trying to be. I'm taking that whole thing from James Clear.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
All right.
Let's wrap it up then. Cool. Thank you for tuning in today, and we will see you here tomorrow.